Yeah, hi, Likita, Santosh, Wasim. Good morning. Anybody else will be
Good
joining?
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Anybody else will be joining the
Good
session?
morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Informed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, guys. Today, right, we are going to have a little long session. Today, we are going to cover these topics. Today, I'm planning to complete mouse actions and the keyboard actions automation. After that, how to take screenshot, and also would like to see that how to get the data from tables. These three concepts, guys, I would like to complete today. Okay, let us see how long it will go. Yeah, okay, guys. Today, so you have any questions, guys, in the previous last session? In the last session topics, you have any questions? Questions?
No, sir.
Yeah, okay, guys. Okay, let us see now how to automate mouse actions and keyboard actions in Selenium. Let me create a new class. Here. So I'm creating new class. Here, mouse and keyboard actions, guys. Okay, well, I will take Redbus script, guys. Here, so I will copy this Redbus search bus action. We completed. Yeah, guys, see here. Mouse actions means click with the mouse. So it might be left click or sometimes right click or sometimes double click. So these are the actions we can perform using mouse, right? And also sometimes drag and drop. Drag and drop means you can press left mouse button, then you have to keep it pressed, and then you have to move the mouse, and then you can release it wherever you want. That is called drag and drop, right? So these are the different actions that we can perform using mouse. Left click, right click, double click, and drag and drop. So we can automate these mouse actions using Selenium, guys. So let us see that how to automate. See, for example, first let me take left click, guys. Simply left click I want to automate using mouse. See here, this click method. Suppose I want to click this search button, guys. I want to click this search button. So currently, what is the method we are using to click search button? We are using click method. Understand? So this click method will be executed by Selenium as a event, as a browser event, guys, not as a mouse click. Understand? This click is not a mouse click. Understand? This is a browser event. It is a browser event method, but it is not a mouse click, guys. So how, suppose I want to click search button using mouse click action. So then you have to use this mouse click action to be executed on this search button. So let us see that how to do that. So I will comment this line. I'm commenting this click statement. Okay, guys. Now, see, the mouse actions and the keyboard actions can be automated by using actions class. Actions class. So it is the class will be used to automate mouse actions and keyboard actions in Selenium, guys. Just 1 second, guys. Yeah. So actions is the class we are going to use. So I'm defining here actions object. Actions. Let us define m action is the variable name equal to new actions of driver is the input we have to give. Okay, guys, it is a statement, guys. So here still in my system, import statements are not listed out. So just I'm adding that import statement here for actions, guys. See that import org.openqa dot selenium dot actions dot actions. Yes, it is the import statement. OpenQA spelling wrong. Okay, actions also wrong. And now it is right. Okay. So see, mostly this is the right import class you will be using, guys, to import most of the classes in Selenium. org.openqa.selenium. It is the package we'll be using mostly. Okay, from here only, right? We will go with all classes import. Okay, that is done. So we are importing actions class, and here we are creating actions object, and that object is assigned to this variable m action. Now using this variable, you can execute mouse action dot. You can see that, guys. So you have different methods here. See, you can write define multiple mouse actions together at a time, and you can run all mouse actions one by one continuously, guys. Like that, we can define. See here, see click. You can use click. I want to click on this web element. If you want to click any web element, then you have to use this method. Click. See, click and hold. That means I want to keep the mouse button keep press. That means after clicking, I want to keep that mouse button pressed. So that is this one, click and hold. And context click is the right click method, guys. Context click means if you use this method, it will execute right click action. Understand? Double click. See, there is a double click method, and drag and drop. Drag and drop method is available. And also move to element. Suppose if you want to move the mouse to a specific element in the application, then you can use this move to element method. And also see that key down. If you want to press any key in the keyboard, so then you can use this key up to release the keyboard key. After pressing, you have to run this method key up. Okay, guys. Now let us take here click method. I want to use this click method. I want to click this search button element using mouse. So I'm going to use this. See here, for this click method, what is the input is defined here. Web element is the input, guys. Okay. So I'm selecting this method, and to this method, you should pass web element as input. That means what is the web element we have to pass? Which web element you want to click with mouse. So that web element you should pass. Hello?
Search button, sir.
Yeah. Search button is the web element. Okay, guys. So first we should get that search button into some variable. So here, see, this is the statement. So I will be getting that web element first into some variable, web element of type variable. Just see that srch search button. Okay, yes, search button. I'm giving search button variable name and import this class. Done. Okay, guys. So now this search button we have to pass as input, guys. That is the input here. So this action, what we are doing, I want to click on this button. I want to click using mouse on this button. Understand, guys? Suppose if you want to do some other action from here, see, after defining the action, what action you want to do using mouse, I want to click on this button. That is the action I want to execute, guys. So after defining the action, then you have to write here this method build and dot perform. These two methods is mandatory. You have to call it after selecting the action. What action you want to perform using mouse? I want to perform this particular action, and I want to click this action, execute this action on this element. So here, once you define the action, mouse action, then you have to select build and perform, guys. That means it will start running this action now. Once you run this, call this perform method, then it will start the execution of mouse action on this element. So this is how you have to automate mouse action, that is mouse click action on any web element, guys. First, we have to define actions class object. Then using that actions object, we are using click method and we are passing web element as input. And then we are building that action and we are performing that action. That is what these two methods will do. Okay, guys. Yeah. Now let me just run this script and see that is it running. Click action is performing. Date is wrong. Date 9 is there, guys. Make it some 21. Save it. So date 9 cannot be selected since it is a disabled. Okay, guys. So that's why I'm closing this and rerun the script again. So now that statement is running fine without any issues, guys. This statement is running good. So it is clicking with mouse on that particular button. Such that. So similarly, guys, if you want to use a right click, then what is the method? Context click is the method. Simply here, dot context click is the method. So let me just run this, what it executes. See, I'm selecting here context click. Context click is nothing but right click, guys. Okay. Even you can use double click also. If you want to double click, there is a method called double click. You see that right click menu is opened. Okay. It is not clicked. That button is not clicked here now. When you right click on that button, that is the menu will be opened. See that. So that menu is open. Right click menu is open. All of you clear, guys? So that is the right click. See, there is one example. We can take double click, guys. One more thing. See, in the demo QA app, I think so. There is a double click button is there. We can automate that. Yes, now I'm going to call this. I'm copying this one. Not checkbox. I want to click buttons. Okay, guys. So I'm copying this. and I'm going to automate buttons. Inside these buttons, there is a double click button, I guess. Let me check that is there or not. Okay. See, there is a double click button, guys, here. So to double click on this double click button, what is the method now you have to use? You have to use mouse action. Okay, guys, there is no double click method directly for any web element. We don't have any double click method here. See that here there is no double click method available. Understand? For any web element, we don't have double click method for in the WebDriver. Understand? By default. Suppose if you want to automate double click action on this button, then what we should do? First, we have to get that element into some variable. Get that element, web element. So here I'm going to automate double click action, guys. Click buttons menu item. After that, double click, automate double click. Double click on button. That is the action. Now we are going to automate web element. Define some button variable name. Okay, yes, done. Now define actions. M action, mouse action equal to new actions of input driver. You guys see that there is a capital C, it should be small c. Okay. So now M action dot double click. I'm selecting here double click on that element. So what is the element? Button. That's all. Dot build dot perform. Yes, done. So now this button should be double clicking now. Okay, guys. So now let us call these two methods in the main method. So I automate open bus. So I'm commenting that. Now we will run these two methods, guys. Now let us see that. See that you have done a double click. That means this button is double clicked successfully, guys. Okay. So you are getting this message. You can verify that whether this message is displayed or not. Suppose if you single click this method, you don't get this message, guys. See that when you right click on this button, if I right click, see that message is coming. If I simply say left click on this method, on this button or on this button, these two messages will not be displayed. All of you clear? So this message, first message will be displayed only when you double click this button. And this message will be displayed only when you right click on this button. All of you clear, guys? So you can check this message to make sure that this button is double click and this button is right click. Just for information, okay, guys. So that is the.
Sir, what is this click me, sir?
Click me is a left click, simply left click. You have done a dynamic click. That's all. It is left click, right click, and it is double click. Okay, suppose now I want to see that this right click button, I want to check that. For this button, what is the locator? For right click button, check this. ID is there, right click button. Okay, yes, I'm going to use that. So now, after double clicking, we are right clicking on the button. Okay, right click on button. Okay, yes, now we have to get that element, correct? Simply I'm giving same variable name. Button is equal to driver dot find element by dot id. ID name I'm using. That's all. I'm getting the element, and I'm using same maction dot context click. We have to use, and button is the input dot build dot perform. That's all. So now we are right clicking on that button. Double slash, okay. Double quote, okay. Double quotes. Yeah. So it is a right click. So now let us see that. I will run from the now you can see that guys, those two messages should be displayed. Yeah, guys, one more thing. Now let us see that how to automate that error messages validations. I will show you that also in the real-time projects, right? That is a very frequent validation that you need to automate. Messages validation, error messages or successful messages. Yeah, so both the messages are displayed, right? Now let us see that how to validate, verify that this message is displayed or not, guys. See this first element locator, message locator. It is a double click message and it is a right click message. Okay, guys. So using this ID, you can identify that, guys. So using this ID, you have to identify and then you verify that inside this element, the text, whatever the text you are expecting, should be displayed. That verification you have to do. First, you have to identify this element using this ID. Copy this, and from this on this element, what is the text displayed? That is what we need to verify, right? So after double click here, I want to verify that. Verify. What is the message? You have done a double click. Double click message. So first, get the text. Okay, guys, I'm getting actual text. Actual text means what is the text displayed in the application. So it is a text displayed on this element. So you have to get that text. That is called actual text. Actual text means the actual results, right? We are calling actual results in the test cases. Actual results will be are nothing but the results displayed in the application at runtime. That is called actual result. So that this is called actual message. So I'm defining here actual message is equal to driver dot find element dot by dot id, and what is the id? Copy that dot get text, guys. Get text. Yeah. So you are getting what is the text displayed on this double click message element. You are getting that text value into this variable, and then you have to compare this actual text with expected text. All of you clear? So this actual message should be compared with our expected message. So how you can compare that? We have to use here if condition. It is a string comparison. So actual message is a string and expected message also a string. So it is a string comparison. So you can simply copy this actual message dot equals. You can use equals or equals ignore case. There are two methods, guys. Equals or equals ignore case. What is the difference between equals and equals ignore case? If I select here equals, see that now I'm copying this text value, copy. So this is my expected message, guys. I'm defining here my expected message. Okay. So if this variable value is equal to this particular string value, then this if condition is true. Got it? So then you can display pass system.out.println. It is pass. Verify, double click message. Message displayed. That is the validation. So it is pass. In case if this actual message variable and this expected string both are not same, then it should be failed. So else failed message. Give that. Yes, all of it clear? So this is how you have to verify the messages. First, you have to identify that error message element. Once you identify that error message element, then get the value, get the text from that element. Then compare that element with your expected message or text. So similarly here, I will do this, verify, right click message. Right click message. Suppose guys, if there is no ID available for this element, for this text element, if there is no ID or no other element is, no other attribute is available. So in that case, then you can define directly, you can identify this element by using its text value. That's all. So by using its HTML text, you can identify this element. If this element exists with this particular HTML text value, then we can say that error message is displayed. Is it right? So in that case, you no need to compare. This if condition is not required. Simply is displayed is enough in that case. Is displayed method is enough, guys. That means if you identify this element by using this HTML text itself, if you identify the element by using HTML text, then you have to use is displayed method to verify that message. You understand, guys? So here I will define like that. See that here. Verify right click message by using HTML text, guys. Here. So what I need to do here, I need to define here Boolean variable be displayed is equal to driver dot find element by dot export. You have to define here by dot export because I want to define HTML text. Understand, guys? So what is HTML text here? Second, this is the text. Copy this. Text is equal to cycle quotes. Define that value. So if any element with this HTML text is displayed, that is what we have to check here. Is displayed. That is this. Sorry, be displayed is coming. Dot is something not. Not is displayed. What are yes. Sorry guys, export is wrongly defined. Is export. How should define export, guys? We forget. Double slash. What is the tag name for this of this error message? P is the tag name. So define that P double slash P. Then square brackets. Inside square brackets, you should define this text. Okay, guys. So all these things will be missing. Okay. So that's why it is not coming. Dot is displayed. Yes, that is the method. So now you can check this variable value is true or not. That's all. That is a validation we have to do. If this variable equal to true, what does that means? So an element with this HTML text is displayed in the application. If this variable equal to false, what does that means? So an element with this HTML text is not found. Got it, guys? So then you can write here system.out.println verify by right click message. Okay, right click message displayed. Right click message displayed. It is pass. Else fail. Okay, guys, done. So this is the how you have to verify the messages, guys. So let us run one time. Yes, see that verifications are pass. Both are pass. Yes, any doubts, guys? This is the mouse actions, guys. How to automate mouse actions in Selenium. Any questions, guys? Questions unstable.
Sir, how to drag and select, sir?
Drag and select right now. I don't have any example. That's why I'm not showing you that. See, it is also simple. What we can do in some applications, right? For example, suppose right now this element cannot be dragged here, but just I'm showing you. So suppose I want to drag this element from here to this here to this place, for example. Okay, then you have to left click on this element. You have to keep that button pressed. Then you have to move it, and then you have to release the mouse button here. This is called drag and drop, correct? Okay, guys. So how you can select that one? See that action dot drag and drop. You can see this, guys. Here there are there are two inputs here we are passing. What is that? Source and target. So here, what is the source? It is a source button. It is a source element. What is the target element? Here there might be some what is that? There is something. Suppose there is something rectangular shape element. That means inside that place you have to drop that element, guys. So this is the target element. So this is the source element, and here it is the target element. That means you have to drop this element inside this element. That is how the drag and drop options will be. That means now how you can define? You should define this element as a source element, and here whatever the target element is there here, that element should be defined as a target destination element. So here you have to pass two elements as input. That's all. Drag and drop. See that source and target element, guys. All of it clear? So you have to define here first which element you have to begin the dragging. I want to click the mouse and hold that button pressed on this element, and then move that mouse from this element to this destination element, and then release the mouse. So that is the action will be executed. If you define here source element and destination element, automatically the drag and drop action will be executed like that, guys. All of you understand? But right now we don't have any example in these applications. That's why I'm not showing you that. But it is simple. So any other doubts, guys? Any more? So this is the mouse actions, guys. Now let us see. Guys, you don't have any other questions in the mouse actions?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, guys. Now see that.
Scroll, sir. For scroll, no need.
No, scrolling means see that's what I'm coming to that point. Scrolling means scrolling. 1 second, we don't have that action, I guess. See that? Is there that method available here? Scrolling. Yeah, is there here? Okay, guys. Scrolling also we can do that. Scroll by amount. That means how many times you want to scroll, I guess. Delta X, delta Y. but we can use this scroll element, scroll to element. See that here also we can use this element. That means suppose in our application, if you have such results like this, then I want to scroll up to this element, up to here. I want to scroll. So in that case, you can use this method, guys. M action, scroll to element. There is a method, right? Scroll to element. This method is useful. Okay, guys. So the scrolling also we don't use much frequently. Instead of scrolling, we can use these options. What is that? In the keyboard, you can press page down, page up. These buttons you can use these options. If you want to scroll down the web page, we use these options. That is more reliable than this option. Okay, guys. So that's what we will see now. How to automate the keyboard actions. In the keyboard, if you want to press enter key, or if I want to press escape key, or if I want to press page down, page up keys. Understand? So we can use page down, page up keys, right? To scroll this page. Suppose if you want to scroll up or scroll down, I can use these buttons, right? See, page up, page down, I can use. So how to use these buttons, these keys, how to automate it? That is what we are going to see now. The next, okay, guys. Yeah. See, guys, to automate the keyboard actions also, the class, what is the class we are going to use? Same class, actions class. Actions class only should be used, guys. Okay, guys. So now I will see that after clicking search button in the Redbus application, there is Redbus here. After clicking search button, uh, I want to wait until the search results are displayed. You all of you clear? By using explicit wait or fluent wait, you can wait for that results to display. And once the results are displayed, then I want to scroll down 3 times. All of you clear, guys? See that how to automate that particular action, guys. So here I'm going to see that one more. Guys, here I'm defining Redbus. What is this one? Get bus. Thus get bus information. Where is that method? Yeah. Because here we're getting get bus info, right? I want to get all bus info. This one I'm going to take. So here we are using thread.sleep. No, remove this. I will use explicit wait. Explicit wait should be defined. WebDriver wait.